halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Take 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Come on, set. It's 18, Gator. 22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
To throw on second down. Eason. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake. Eason. Allen's got it complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Ready to break. Recon, 132 fighter.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson on first down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Trying to improvise. Big hold of the 30. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson forced out to his left. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a run with Montgomery. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
They're running it. Get it.
Now Jones. He completes it to Evans. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
From the gun, Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Melvin Ingram. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's 4th and goal.
That's how we do it.
On 4th down, Anthony Lynn says, let's go for 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Monarchs nothing.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
6-6, pull it high. Under 10, under 10, 10. Ready.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
64, wait. 5.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Eason. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, but now it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. On third down, here's Hunt. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Looking to throw. Eason.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Hey, team 6.
Back to throw. Eason. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Escape, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now it's Jackson.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again. I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But in the
They've got his man, complete. 30, past the 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Miles Boykin, 94 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Watch 81, fellas. Watch 81. Come on.
This time Jackson will throw it. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
In the end zone. It's second down and 10.
This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining.
I got shoot this side. We got three.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run forward Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson now. Being chased out left. He'll run it and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. They still can't get it. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
third down. Jackson. And he's got his man. It's Darbo. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Montgomery. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. David Montgomery, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's
looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feet.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Broncos take over. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He's got Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all of these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That throw into the arms of Allen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Switch. Look at me.
Now Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Carlson on for the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Monarchs 16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
Jackson. He finds his target. It's Evans. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18. That's good for a London first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 35. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Watch 9. Watch it.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Jackson. Just keeping the play alive. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. That's caught by Montgomery. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, Jackson stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to...
And this will be a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, You've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. It'll go as a 9-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the gun, Eason gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check. You're out.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Well, offensively, they had to bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
On 1st and 10, Eason. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Well, 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Mike 51.
Throwing on 1st down. Eason. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after him. And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Caught by Montgomery. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Right there, 54 Mike. 49, check 49, check 49. Now.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus.